Once the walls have been created, we have included many options to allow the internal walls to have various finishes applied, such as wall tiles and stainless steel. Selecting the Tile command in the Architectural Tool palette opens the dialog box to choose the selection of finishes. In this first example, we will begin the addition of wall tiles. Selecting tiles and choosing their parameters, the width of the tiles, for example 200 mm, and also the thickness. On the right side of the dialog box, we can also insert the skirting board by selecting the option. The skirting board can have two appearances to its edge, either rectangular or slope. Incorporated in this selection is also the ability to change the thickness and height. Clicking the Image Content screen at the bottom of the Tiles dialog box loads a selection of various wall tile styles. To begin the process of automatically adding wall style finishes, Specify permits you to use various selection options to allow the user to work around varying structural situations. For example, if a wall needs to be covered which has a window in place. Activating this option, Select Object, allows us to insert the tiles on the wall without covering the window. The software asks me to select the piece of wall which I desire to be tiled. For example, selecting the following lines and confirming the selections with Enter. For each piece of line, you have to identify now an internal point inside of the room. This point must be perpendicular to the selected line. When the command finishes, you can move to View and Shade and view the results in isometric view, and applying realistic visual style makes the newly added items more visible. To adjust our selection and design choices of the materials and styles, we can revert to the plan. Use the same command, Tile, setting the same dimension, but in this example I can choose Slope Skirting Board and confirm. I can also deselect the option Select Object, because I do not have any additional windows or fixtures to work around. I confirm by clicking OK. In this method, we choose the perimeter edges by choosing the internal finish to start from this point. Then I can continue selecting the next point. Enter to complete the process. The software will ask just for one internal point inside my room. I move inside the room and I identify the perpendicular point to the first line. Automatically, it would apply the tiles to all the sides of the walls. In View and Shade, you can see it has applied the tiles and covered all the walls with our tiles. The second method of selecting the walls to have a finished face is by deselecting the Object function box. This method is faster than the first one, however, it doesn't allow for non-covering of architectural fixtures. Selecting a stainless steel panel, we can apply this finish using the same commands. If required, I can also insert a skirting board with the required finish. I can activate Select Object, then select the piece of my internal wall and confirm. Then an internal point. In 3D, we can see the result of the new finishes. We can apply the shadow visual style. As you can see, instead of tiles, here we have the stainless steel panel.